What is going on, guys? It's Toby here, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I literally just got back from the gym, and today we're going to be washing Sally, so I'm going to show you the in-depth process. My friend is actually coming over. He should be here soon, and I'm also going to be putting on a different belt and pulley on her because the 3/6 pulley that I have on the car from the track day is way too aggressive for normal driving, and you need a crap ton of octane booster, and I just don't want to do that because it fouls your spark plugs super fast. So we're going to switch pulleys, and we're going to switch to the Gates HD belt, which is green and is a lot stronger than the Micro V that I have right now. It's an absolutely beautiful day outside. I'm actually visiting West Palm Beach right now for like the weekend because I'm on spring break from UF, but I tried to post a YouTube video like 2 days in a row and the rendering keeps failing. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to keep trying. That is the day before the track. So basically documenting in a vlog the preparation day and the steps we took to get ready for the race between me and Stangry. So you guys have to stay tuned. So you guys already probably watched that video because this one is going to go up way after those two. But we need to get all of our washing supplies from the closet. So I got my pressure washer right there, and we need my foam cannon. Almost totally forgot to mention, but if you guys are new here, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me out on a whole nother level. But there's my foam cannon right here underneath this whole mess. I have to do some digging for it, and this is what we're going to use to wash up Sally. So this is actually sponsored from Adam Polishes. Besides that, we do have some upcoming mods for Sally. We did run an 11.3 at the track. I didn't, but Jay did in my car, so that's a big and major improvement. The car is running a lot better on the new tune, but basically I bought a carbon fiber GT500 hood, and this is coming in June, so we'll install that in a vlog. And then we have these carbon fiber GT350R fenders, so the whole front end of the car is going to be carbon fiber. It's going to look sick. I'm just waiting on my boy Sean to get here, and then we'll head to O'Reilly's after we wash the car. So it's going to be like a little bit of an instructional tutorial as to how to properly wash your car with minimizing the swirls that you do to it and minimizing the damage to the paint. Then we're going to head to O'Reilly's, pick up the green belt, and I'm going to swap pulleys and install it, do a pull on Interstate Tijuana to make sure that everything looks good, and send the file off to my tuner. Alrighty, so we got to go get Sean. He's downstairs. Let's grab this foam cannon and we're ready to go. Leo-san! Hello, Mom. I'm gonna go wash the car. Completely honest, I wasn't expecting her to come out of the elevator, but now it's time to meet up with Sean. He's outside. I don't have a grit guard though. That's from last time. We washed the car. No, I swear to God, bro. Dude, I didn't change it out. What's up, Ryan?
What's up, man?
Huh? You got the same thing? No, yes. You can pour that out because it's so old. It probably, the suds are horrible. All right, so right now we're talking about the new LT1, and Sean and his stepbrother just told me that the LT1 is tuned a lot better. So I think the 10 speed is going to shift like crazy. We're going to have to see what it runs stock at the quarter mile. It's like 12 seconds, right? Yeah. It's a 12-second car stock. We'll test it out. Dyno tune was a lot louder, so it doesn't sound the same. But we're just going to go get Sally right now, pull her out. We already have the pressure washer hooked up, and we're going to spray it down with the foam cannon, use the 2-bucket wash method, which will go into depth because I've never explained that before on the channel. And yeah, it's pretty simple. You want to start it up?
Oh yeah.
You got to pull it out of first gear and put it in neutral, or else it's going to come flying forward. All right, let's hear it. It's not as loud as before on the other two. I mean, it's still loud, but not the same. Wash the car, I really need to fix up these mirrors right here. So this is real carbon, but what happened in the accident is that they got chipped like crazy and the clear coat's coming off. So you can see it coming off like that. I need to sand it down and then re-clear it. That'll be for like a different video and a whole vlog. So I was just telling Sean that this company is sending me out a new exhaust for Sally. So I'm gonna sell that Borla Attack. It sounds really good, deep and rumbly, but it's just a little too loud with the H-pipe. So the new exhaust is gonna have a resonator on it. It's gonna be a little bit more tame because people are getting so mad, like they just make faces at me everywhere. I swear to God. Like I get these messages from people, it's bad. All right, Sean, you gotta take us through all the supplies you have here. So we have soap, we have, where's your grit guard? You didn't bring your grit guard?
I didn't this time, boss.
Oh, so we can't even do the 2-bucket properly, but it's okay. We'll just like rub it off on the side of the bucket. We have a wash mitt, a whole bunch of other stuff right there. Wheel cleaner. That's how Cody got good with his hands, by not using that.
Me too.
For anybody wondering what this pressure washer is, it's like a Ryobi one. It's $100 at Home Depot. I highly recommend you pick it up, especially if you're doing mobile detailing like Sean here. We're supporting his business. But yeah, super simple. You just plug it in and then you buy an aftermarket foam cannon. I actually have those linked down below in my description. So we're gonna begin this wash with just a regular rinse down with water. That's what you always wanna do. We're using this green tip right here. It's like a 5-degree angle and it's not aggressive at all. So this won't eat up your paint. So when you buy the foam cannon, you actually get a pack of a bunch of different tips. Make sure to use the green one. It's not gonna like destroy the edges of your paint if you hit it too close. Of course, I have to move the car because the apartment people are complaining. We're taking up the road here, in space, but whatever. We gotta move it real quick. Mr. Sean here is hitting it with the quick rinse, and then we'll be set to put the soap on it. Bro, look at all that brake dust. It's probably from the track. Yeah, you see that? Wait, look at that. Look how much is coming out. Hit the rear. Hit the rear. Okay. Look at that stream. That's all brake dust. Honestly, I think it's been like a few months since I last washed the car. Just because you can't wash it out there. Actually, no. It's been like a month. Because remember when that person poured that Starbucks on my car? Oh, we caught him. We caught that kid. Yeah, on video. And he's like, we called the cops and everything, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm sorry. He had to make an apology and everything. This is so dumb, bro. So it has been like a month and a half since I last washed the car. It's really nasty, especially since the track day. There's a lot of rubber on the rear bumper and stuff, lots of brake dust. It's gonna be a nice job for Sean here, and I'm gonna pay him well. What do you think they would do if you said no? Like, honest response. Move the car. Honestly? And you're like, no. I feel like they'd just like file a complaint or something. For sure. Like HOA or some nonsense and get me in trouble here. Alrighty, so I came upstairs for a second to see if I could render out the YouTube video on another computer just to make sure that I have an upload for today. Because this keeps making me miss uploads, and I've already missed 2 uploads in a row during this week because the computer won't render out these videos. Alrighty, so while that zips, we're gonna go back downstairs and we should be ready to put soap on the car. We're gonna use the foam cannon. It's super cool. Alrighty, I'm back. So what are you up to here? Cleaning the wheels? Oh yeah, wheels first. I totally forgot to mention that. Oh my god, look at all that brake dust. It's all over you. Sean, I like your tools, man. Getting in there, cleaning up the lug nuts. And then he's gonna do the spokes, or you already did the spokes? Already did them. Yes, sir. How long was the drive from where you were? An hour and a half from Gainesville. It's not that bad. But what Sean is doing here is getting the back wheel with this cool tool. Did you get that off of Amazon or what? I didn't. Where'd you get that? From Detail Garage. Oh, Detail Garage? That's basically like this huge shop we have for like detailing and that type of stuff here in West Palm. It's super cool. I actually went there for a TikTok video and checked out some of the products, but this really helps clean up the wheels. It's super easy. If I can find it, I'll link it down in the description below. The water from all the wheels, so they were really nasty after that track day. I'm talking about the Camaro here, and those are the seats that I plan on putting on them. So they're not too bad, but the brackets are the expensive part of it is, so you have to pay a lot for the brackets. Really? The seats are not bad. They're like 800 bucks, but then the brackets are really expensive. So we finished up with the rinse, and now Sean's moving on to the foam cannon. Now notice how he's going top to bottom. This is what you want to do because it actually brings all the dirt down, and it's just like a more efficient way of washing your car. So always go top to bottom. He's not done with the foam cannon, but essentially what you want to do when you're done is let it sit there for like 2 minutes, and what that's going to do is take all the suds and the dirt is going to come off the surface of the paint. So you have to let it sit for a little bit, and then you're good to wash it off with water. Almost done here, just getting the last parts of the hood, the bumper, splitter. Did you run out of soap? Yeah. So after this, you're just gonna hose it down with water. We let the suds sit for about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna hit it with the 2-bucket wash method without the grit guards. Usually you want a grit guard. I'll put a picture of that up on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. It goes in the bottom of your bucket, and with each panel that you do, you go panel by panel doing a 50-50 overlap. Basically put it in the bucket and rub it on the grit guard on the bottom, but we don't have a grit guard, so it'll do. It's okay. Now that we got the whole car rinsed off, Sean is just using a wash mitt now, and he's doing that 50-50 overlap. So never do swirls with the car. Like, you don't want to do that with the wash mitt because you're going to put swirls in the paint. So this is a method to minimize the swirls as you go like this instead of going like this. Turn off, bro. Like I said earlier, you just want to go slowly, panel by panel, and since we don't have a grit guard, Sean is just going to take the wash mitt and rub it on the side of the bucket and try to get some of that dirt off. That's the whole purpose of the grit guard, is to get all the dirt off the wash mitt before you go onto another panel, because that's what damages your paint, is when you're rubbing dirt into the clear coat. So I think he's almost about done. What do you have left? Like just the rear bumper and stuff? Yeah. And then we're going to rinse it off. We're not going to wax in, we're going to do the interior. Don't forget that coyote badge, Sean. Got to get that thing squeaky clean so she's looking perfect. Oh, so he's finished up with everything. He's just gonna hit it with a rinse. We're gonna head to O'Reilly's and get my green belt. Should be like $60. It's not that bad, but my Micro V from RPM keeps up shredding, and I need to switch it up because I don't want to keep paying for belts. I think it's way more expensive to keep spending money on Micro Vs, like $30. No, it's like $50 each time, rather than just buy the more expensive belt one time and then not have to replace it. I'm gonna go see if the YouTube video is done downloading from Google Drive, like unzip all the files, and then he's gonna dry it up. So I don't think I'm gonna show that process, but it's super simple. You take like a couple of microfibers and basically just dry off panel by panel. You wanna bring like 3 or 4, that's what I usually do. Because once again, there still is going to be residual dirt left on each body panel of the car, and you don't want to be rubbing it in. So change it out after every panel. All right, so hopefully it works this time. I'm having this video render out, or I'm trying to open it on Premiere Pro on this laptop as opposed to mine over there. But Sean is still down there, and Sally's probably looking super clean. I know he's drying her up, and he always does a fantastic job. So this is my shot in the dark to see if the rendering will work. I think it's gonna take a super long time though, considering that this whole file is like 35 minutes long. But we're gonna go check on the car now. I bet it's super clean. I'll see you all downstairs. Really don't think this man can miss. You're all done, Sean?
Yes, sir.
It looks good. Nice and squeaky clean compared to what we had going on before. Oh yeah, I don't even see a streak. You did a really good job drying it off. Looks fantastic. That's what I was worried about, the stuff on the back here, because that's all the rubber from the track, but it looks like it came off, and she's glimmering. Sean finished up with everything, and now we're off to O'Reilly's, and while I do the belt and swap out pulleys, because I got to go back to the 3.8, he's actually going to be cleaning up the interior, because it's super dirty from when we were working on it with Jay all weekend. All right, so we're on the way to O'Reilly's. I can't rip on the car right now, because literally I don't have the right fuel, and I can blow up the engine, like if it knocks enough, so we're not going to be doing that today. We're going to avoid that, and we're going to pulley down and put that green belt on. Hopefully they have it in stock. Last time I was there, they had it in stock. I mean, no big deal, I'll just order it, but it'd be kind of a waste of time if I went there and they didn't have it. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we're just pulling up right now. I think I need an 82-inch belt, and last time I was here, they had it, but I didn't buy it, which was kind of a stupid decision because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be cheap and buy another Micro V for like $40 cheaper, and look at me, shredded it again. The car looks so much better. Like, it doesn't look like crap anymore. This rock chip is getting on my nerves. Don't make the same mistake as me. Go ahead and get yourself a PPF, but we're going into O'Reilly's now. Sean's getting his permit in 10 days. He's gonna start driving.
We're driving that LT1.
Oh yeah. Actually, I will. I'll let you drive it. I'm not even joking. I'll let you drive it full bolt on. How about that?
I can, yeah.
We'll let it make a drag pass with the permit. On what did you call this?
Is that a Cody ratchet?
Unfortunately, we got to order it, so I'm just going to order it home and then probably install it when I come back from Gainesville, because it's probably not going to come that fast. I'm coming back on the 28th for a doctor's appointment, and I suppose that I'll put it on then, but what? I don't know trucks, so I can't even say anything about that. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just put on the 3875, the other pulley, and I guess we'll conclude the vlog. Maybe do some pulls to make sure that the tuning is down on Interstate Tijuana. I've decided I'm gonna do this in the middle of the O'Reilly's parking lot, so we're changing out pulleys here. Ouch, truck? That's pretty cool.
Supercharged V8.
You know what I wanna get? So we're gonna be changing this out real quick in the middle of the O'Reilly's. And I just removed the coolant reservoir. That's super simple. I've shown this step like a million times now. We don't need to show that. I'm gonna put the breaker bar in there, release tension, change out the pulley, blah, 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 and then we're gonna do some data logging. But this ratchet sucks from O'Reilly's. So I loosened all the nuts on that while the belt was on, because you do that. And if you try to do that without it, oh my God, it's impossible. If you try to loosen the nuts without the belt on the actual pulley, not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna free spool, so make sure you do that, or you're gonna have to put the belt literally back on. But Probably should wait a little bit, let the car cool off because my hands are getting toasted. It's whatever though. All right, off comes that what is this? I forgot. Oh yeah, 3625. This is actually Jay's, so I have to give it back to him. So now it goes on the 3875. We're making about 2 pounds less of boost and 50 less wheel horsepower. We're making less power out here. That's what we do. You're supposed to torque stuff, but you're supposed to do a lot of things in life, and we're not doing that here. So we're doing Toby spec like we did last time in the other video. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out in the top right hand corner of the screen. I'll link it. Dude, it tore up my hands, but we're almost done here. And I'm just tightening up the nuts, not the nuts, the bolt. Jesus Christ. Tightening up the bolt. Once again, we don't have a torque wrench, so you just do a Toby spec here, and just, oh. I don't know what happened to this thing. Got like stripped or something, and I lost the other side already, so. We're good though, we're out of here in just a second. All right, so we finished up with that job. I don't know how Sean did with filming. I'm sure he did a fantastic job, but anyways, the car is clean. I'm making less boost now on the bigger pulley. It's just safer for 93. You're really not supposed to be running 93 and a really small pulley like a 3.6. And then when I get home, I'm not gonna data log. I'm gonna hold it off until tomorrow during daylight. And I'm supposed to do like a 3rd gear pull on Interstate Tijuana to make sure that everything looks okay. We're low-key rushing a little bit because it looked like it was about to come down and pour like it was pouring earlier. And poor Sean just washed my car, so literally it would have been pointless to wash the car, especially if it rained right after. But now we're back home and we're gonna clean up the interior a little bit, and I'll catch you all tomorrow when we work on the actual tuning of the car and finalize my tune on 93. So I also wanted to show you all the auto rev match because I haven't had this in so long. And it's literally so nice. Oh my God, these people are crossing the road right in front of me, short noticed. Yeah, okay, yep, you guys can go. But we're home now, so we're just gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go upstairs for a second, upload a YouTube video, and Sean's gonna get cracking on the interior, and Sally should be set and clean. I'm gonna have to give Sean a big shout out here, so I'll put his Instagram page on the left corner of the screen, because look at the wheels. Like, even the wheels are super well done, so good job, Sean. The car is looking spiffy. You guys are still having like detail wars with each other, who can detail the most cars.
Already, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you guys, a team now?
He's more of a content guy, more just like I do more business with people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice vacuum setup, Sean. Bro is literally a mobile detailer now. I remember when he didn't even have a pressure washer.
Yes, sir.
Kind of unfortunate that O'Reilly's didn't have that Gates HD green belt that I was looking for, because I really wanted to throw that on Sally. I keep shredding up these micro V's, but anyways, I'll just order it. It's not that big of a deal, and it gives me a reason to make another vlog. Goal is to get most of the car done up with green accents, so I also have this green seatbelt. I just need to find the time to do this, because this is really a pain in the butt. You have to take apart the whole housing and then put in the new nylon. Alright, so I think this man's almost all done. He's finishing up with Sally. She looks super good. Said it once, but I'll say it again. This man really snaps. So what's your Instagram? Exotic Wash and Detail? Yes, I'll tag it. So make sure to hit him up if you're in the West Palm, Jupiter area, pretty much all of Palm Beach County. I mean, look at this. This is super clean. I know you can't see much because it's kind of dark, but there was pollen all over my dash earlier, and it's looking squeaky. He even closed up the vents right there for the AC, so everything looks mint. I mean, it looks really good. Did you put leather stuff on, Sean? Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. And it smells good in there too. Holy shit. Oh my God, they're packing up to leave though. All right, so Sean also gave me this. It's like some sort of air freshener. It smells like bubble gums, and you just spray it all over. Yo, Ryan, I think your stepbrother is outdoing you, man, with these jobs. Look at this.
Look at that perfection right there. He's learning from the best right here, man. He's learning from the best.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot he did learn from you.
True.
All right, the boys are rolling out, but honestly, I'm super impressed. Like, the car looks 3 times better than before. Definitely check them out. I know I've said it before, but tomorrow we're gonna work on finalizing my tune with Lund, and she should be good to go. My rocker panel actually fell off on the way home from Georgia somehow, so I put like super glue in there and it's sticking. So that's pretty funny. I don't even know how it's sticking. It shouldn't be sticking. Like, that's not the proper glue, but I guess it did the job. Here's one last look at the interior. So this thing was absolutely filthy and disgusting after the Georgia trip because there was a lot of pollen there, and basically we kept the doors open at all times. So it was like dust caked in here with pollen. and all sorts of crap, and it's super clean now. Pick up recording when I go finalize the tune tomorrow. I'm also gonna be putting the GoPro on my head so you guys can get the POV pulls. Alrighty boys, so it's officially the next day. We're gonna finalize my tune with Lund, so we do have to do a couple of pulls and just data log it like I've shown before in previous vlogs. It's pretty simple, and we just send it off to them, and from there I should be finalized on my tune. I know I said I would use the GoPro and get some POV clips because I don't really have that many POV driving clips of a Whipple supercharged Mustang, and I think that's potentially really interesting, so let's go ahead and get the GoPro out. This right here is my setup. It's a GoPro Hero 9 with a head mount, and then I need to grab my laptop to do the data logging. Alright, so I know it probably looks goofy, but this is how you record all your POV clips. Now let's just grab the laptop, go downstairs, and get this over with. I'm not trying to get arrested by the Mexican police out here, so we can't do that many pulls. Just gonna load up my channels and everything so it's all set to go, and we speed up the process because I'm going to the gym after this. Now, a lot of people are asking if I can do some gym content, so let me know in the comment section below if you guys would like to see that. Maybe I can take you through my weekly split, like push, pull, legs, and show you the exercises for each day. I don't know, just let me know. The elevator music in here is always so terrible, but let's go to Sally. Alrighty boys, you ready for this? There she is. She's looking really good actually, and I'll show you all the pulley and what it looks like in comparison to the 3.6, so it's just slightly bigger. And so I'm just gonna put everything down, and it looks like this is actually holding up, so I super glued my rocker panel back together after it fell off on the highway. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but let's pop the hood. You'll probably see it better because this isn't O'Reilly's lighting in the middle of the night, and it isn't super dark, but there's the 3875. It's just slightly bigger than what I had on before, so it's like 2 pounds less of boost. And forget these before we go. So gonna go ahead and plug in my RTD into the OBD port, so that's right underneath of here. We'll cold start. Now she is obnoxiously loud in this garage. Oh God. Since I have like my AC vents and my steering wheel carbon fibered already, I kind of want to get the carbon fiber dash out of the GT350R, so that's something that I'll probably pick up soon. Last step here is just to get everything connected up, so I don't want to do this while I'm driving, obviously, because it's dangerous, and I think I'm going to do a second gear pull, so it should be pretty straightforward and it should be over with. Of course, I stopped on the way to make some TikToks, like that's what I usually do, but I wanted to show you guys how clean she was before we do our road testing with the GoPro and everything. She's looking really spiffy, so make sure to hit up Sean for real. He does a great job. This gives you guys insight into how the whole tuning process goes. So it's pretty simple. I don't know if this is tilted down way too much. I didn't really check out the POV. But yeah, you get your log started up like this by pressing the red button, and then you do a pull and you send it off to the tuner. Like, this is more in depth as to what I showed last time in my video in the previous vlog, because I was showing the tuning process, but I couldn't show the pulls because I couldn't record with the camera. So it's pretty simple. It's just like that. So I'm gonna explain how auto rev match works. So basically you put your foot into the clutch and it hits like a gate right here in the shifter, and that blips the throttle for you. So as you can see, I didn't rev match that. I can do it myself because I had to force myself how to do it, but it's super simple and it's convenient, and it makes daily driving a lot easier. Stretch of this Mexican road over here, that's really good. I don't think I'm gonna hook up on second gear. Like, there's no way, because I'm on the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, but we'll see. You know, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. And there's lots of traffic, so this is kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. But we can try it. All right, let's see if I hook. All right, I hooked. And that's probably all I'm gonna do because I'm not trying to get in trouble here, but yeah. This is the only place where you can get away with that. And I didn't really mash it all the way in the beginning. I'm kind of nervous because there's lots of cops here sometimes. Mexican cops, that is. Speaking of Mexican police, one just passed me, so I think I'm gonna pass for the rest of the day, but you guys got a general idea of what a POV pull looks like, and I'm gonna send this off to the tuner to make sure that everything looks a-okay. So I need to connect to my hotspot, and we'll have that off in a flash. I'm just gonna save this up real quick, because if you don't save it, you can actually lose it. So I'm gonna put like second Toby, so like second gear, save it, and we'll send it off to Brandon. So I'm finishing up sending it to him. This Wi-Fi is actually being like, it's literally loading so slow, but here we go. Second gear pull, and let's see what he says. Telling you guys, Sean does a fantastic job. I know I've said this like 100 times by now, but just look at the car. I mean, he didn't even miss the door jambs. I actually taught him how to wash the exterior of cars. Look how shiny those wheels are. she's squeaky, but too bad here in South Florida, it literally rains every single day and it gets super dirty, but everything looks fantastic. He didn't miss. That's gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to see more GoPro POV pulls, just let me know and I'll do it.